All right, we got the whole team here. All right, tell me if everyone's ready. Looks good? Okay. We're not going to let a little snow stop us. Everyone, look, I am so happy to announce that the Empire Outlets Vaccination Center is open for business. Right now, Staten Islanders are getting vaccinated. And we had, yes, you can clap for that. Staten Islanders are getting vaccinated right here at Empire Outlets. And this is really exciting. Look, this is such an amazing place. It's a place that really is about everything great about Staten Island. Staten Islanders are coming here to shop. Staten Islanders have jobs here. This is an exciting place that people want to be, and that's exactly where we want a vaccination center to be. That's starting today and is going to grow. As we get more and more supply, I want to see this be a full-bore, 24/7 site. Thousands and thousands of people getting vaccinated here all the time. That's what we want to get to, and as soon as we get supply, that's what we're going to be able to do. I talked to folks who have gotten vaccinated, Staten Islanders, who are really feeling the sense of peace and relief at getting vaccinated. I talked to the folks who do this work, and I thank them for taking care of the people of Staten Island. This is exactly what we need more of. And this site is only for Staten Islanders. And I want to be clear about this. Staten Island had a really tough time with the coronavirus, especially in recent months. There's been a lot of pain here. There have been a lot of difficult moments. This site is for the people of Staten Island and only the people of Staten Island. We want to reach people. We want to reach to the grassroots. We want sites all over the borough. More are coming. And it's so important that it be a place that people want to be. Now, what do we need? Supply, supply, supply. Number one problem is not lack of sites or lack of nurses and good people who want to come here and vaccinate. It's not a lack of people who want to be vaccinated. What's missing? Supply of vaccine. We need the federal government to take the next step, increase that supply. We need the pharmaceutical companies to do more. We need the state to give us the freedom to vaccinate. We still don't have enough freedom to vaccinate. We could be reaching so many more people. If the state would cut the red tape and give New York City the ability to do what we know how to do. It's time for more local control here in New York City so we can get people vaccinated. So we're going to keep fighting for that. But in the meantime, as of today, over 1.4 million vaccinations have been given in this city since the beginning. And every day now, we're reaching 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 people, depending on the day. And we want to reach a lot more. Give us a supply, we will reach the people. With that, a champion for the people, and he always lets me know how important it is to get Staten Island's fair share, Borough President Jimmy Otto.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Welcome to Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. Let's do it outside, he said. Listen, folks, I'll be real quick. I'm not here because I want to be in the snow. I'm here for the 5 or 10 minutes of FaceTime with the mayor to let him know. Thank you, and also thank you, Dr. Ardolik and everyone at SIU University Hospital. Familiar refrain, we need more. We need more sites. We need a site in the Mid-Island. We need a site in the South Shore. And as New York City fights to get a bigger slice of the pie, Staten Island needs to fight to ensure that it gets its fair share of that slice of the pie. And there's more work to do on that. So I'm not here without gratitude, but I'm here acknowledging to the public of Staten Island that the job is far from done and we need additional help. And I'll close with this, Mr. Mayor. Local control is a concept that you and I have talked about many times vis-a-vis your agencies. And before you leave, I have a few thoughts on city planning I need to share with you. Thank you.
That's foreshadowing. Okay. Next, Assembly Member Charles Fall.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, again for delivering for Staten Island. This site is so important. You know, Staten Island had a very tough time during the middle of the pandemic. We lost a lot of Staten Islanders, but with this site, you know, more folks are going to get better and get vaccinated. And I agree with you. We do have to get the state to cut the red tape, and that's something I am committed to and working on to make sure that we do have more local control. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Dr. Ardolik.
We need your help.
I'm on it.
We need you. Thank you, Assembly Member. Council Member Debbie Rose.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Dr. Ardalic. Staten Island has taken an especially heavy toll on during this pandemic. In terms of case numbers, 6 of the top 10 zip codes across the city were right here in Staten Island. In terms of death rates, 10304 ranked 7th citywide. We don't need statistics to tell Staten Islanders that Staten Island has borne a heavy toll. Many of us, myself included, have lost dear friends to this pandemic. It has been a painful year, but the good news is this vaccine saves lives. I know supplies are scarce, but as supplies come in, they must be equitably distributed. And this vaccine center here at the Empire Outlets will help expand access to Staten Islanders. I want to especially thank Mayor de Blasio for putting up with a lot of stuff, a lot of phone calls, and his leadership, and the staff at Health and Hospitals, and Staten Island University Hospital, Dr. Ardalic, as well as our friends here at the Empire Outlets for making this site a possibility. To those struggling to make appointments, I hear you. I hear you. And I wish that we had a better way, and I know that they're working on it. In fact, Dr. Ardalic told me that they opened up the site very efficiently, but in 67 minutes. 67 minutes?
6 seconds.
Oh, 6 seconds. All of the appointments were gone. And so I'm just urging you to be patient, but be persistent. Be persistent. As more supplies come in, and this process will get easier. In the meantime, I'm asking you all to continue to social distance, to double up on your masks, wash your hands, and get tested regularly. And again, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. And Debbie, thank you. You are always persistent in letting me know what your district needs and what the people of Staten Island need, and I thank you for that. Now, 2 more folks are going to talk, and we owe them a debt of thanks because they're making this happen. They're making this happen for the people of Staten Island. And first, Executive Director from Staten Island University Hospital, Dr. Brahim Ardalic.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's really an honor to be here, and it's really an honor to be a part of extending this to Staten Island. This is so incredibly important for where we're trying to go as a community. There was a lot of talk about epicenters, a number of cases all through New York City, and the whole city was devastated by COVID, both in the spring and up until now. But it's been neglected a little bit to recognize that, there were over 150 people on critical care in just my hospital during the height of the spring. And we have had consistently over 50 to 60 people on critical care to this day. This continues to be a tremendous emergency for this borough, and this is really the only way out of this. So it's truly an honor for us to actually be a part of this, and we look forward to being persistent and opening up as many appointments as we can. We believe it's our responsibility to take care of every person on Staten Island, and we think this is a big step towards that, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Finally, Empire Outlets. We could not do this without Empire Outlets. They have been wonderful partners, really helping us to get this going, and they've been willing partners because they want to help the people of Staten Island. Special thank you to Senior Vice President for Marketing, Travis Noyes. And here to speak on behalf of Empire Outlets, and they've generously donated this space. I want to really emphasize my thanks for them making this space available so that we can move this vaccination effort forward. This is really a contribution to all the people of Staten Island. My pleasure to introduce Wesley Reves.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here on this important day. My name is Wesley Reves. I'm the General Manager of Empire Outlets. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Mayor de Blasio, of course, his team for their relentless efforts to ensure every New Yorker has access to this potentially life-saving vaccine. I'd also like to thank Borough President Otto, Assemblymember Fall, Councilwoman Rose, who are here with us today for their continued support throughout this process. Also, Northwell Health and the medical professionals from Staten Island University Hospital for operating this site here at Empire Outlets. Today is a special day indeed. We at Empire Outlets are honored to be part of this moment and become a mass vaccination hub dedicated to Staten Islanders. Opening this site makes this a true citywide push to ensure people have local opportunities to receive this vaccine. Mayor de Blasio and his team have taken important steps like this one today to reduce barriers to access, and we applaud their commitment to getting this vaccine out as far and wide as possible. We hope that our premises can become a beacon of hope, not only for our immediate neighbors on the North Shore, but also residents throughout the borough. The most important thing people can do right now, besides follow social distancing, wearing a mask, is to receive the vaccine as soon as they are able to. We want to support this effort here at Empire Outlets. So to ensure that we are making Empire Outlets as accessible a vaccination site as possible, we are providing discounted parking on the premises for our patrons who are here to receive vaccines. Additionally, to incentivize folks who may not be inclined to receive the vaccine, we are creating a special downloadable coupon book for those coming to this site. The past year has been difficult for everyone, to say the least. In facilitating this crucial process, our hopes for days of safely congregating, seeing our family and friends, and getting back to normal are increasingly closer. We're heading in the right direction, everyone, and we are hopeful that we can inspire others to take advantage of this site here on Staten Island to sign up for their vaccines as soon as they are eligible. We're thrilled to partner with the city and provide such a necessary service for our neighborhood. Let the true work on our road to recovery begin. Thank you, everyone.
I like anyone who includes the word discount in their remarks. So discounted parking, that definitely helps. Very much appreciated. Last person I want to hear from, also one of the people who's doing such important work, helping us to make this center happen because of the commitment of everyone from Empire Outlets. He's from the parent company, BFC, owners of Empire Outlets, and we are so appreciative for this support. My pleasure to introduce Wynn Warden.
I will be brief. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Winthrop Horton, and I'm the Executive Director of Development for BFC Partners. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today, and I'd like to recognize and thank Borough President Otto, Councilmember Rose, and Assemblymember Fall, all of whom have supported the opening of this site, as well as the overall recovery of Staten Island. I'd like to give a special thank you to the mayor, his team, and to all of those involved in the opening of the center. Having been involved in this effort, I can tell you that our friends in government have moved swiftly, decisively, and that their effort was nothing short of tremendous. Today is a proud moment as we celebrate the opening of this vaccination center. It marks a meaningful milestone in our fight against COVID and our return to a normal way of life. We at BFC Partners are thrilled, humbled, and honored to play a small role in the opening of this center and in keeping our friends, our neighbors, and the people of Staten Island healthy and safe. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, we have proven you can give a press conference during a snowstorm. And I just want to thank everyone and thank our colleagues in the media for getting the word out that such an important thing is happening here at Empire Outlets, and this is just the beginning. I am looking forward to the day we get lots and lots of supply, and this place can be humming 24 hours a day, getting more and more Staten Islanders safe, and we'll be back here together to celebrate that as well. Thank you, everyone.
He's doing a Bernie.